One.
Hi, I'm Avena Jacklin. I'm the Climate and Energy Justice Campaign Manager at groundWork, Friends of the Earth, South Africa. About 18 years ago, in 2002, we used the bucket system for collecting air samples in South Durban. It was obviously a very polluted area. So we had several industries living next to residential areas, and there was quite a bit of people complaining about health ailments and very bad smells in the air, and people experiencing all kinds of symptoms from the polluted air, including headaches and asthma attacks, etc. So SETC set about to try and sample some of the air, simply because the general air quality that was being tested was quite limited to sulfur dioxide and some of the nitrogen gases, but didn't include other toxic emissions such as benzene, for example, which is cancer causing. So the reason why we wanted to take the samples was so that we could look at a fuller range of the gases or the emissions that would be affecting people. So we had a group which was the Global Community Monitoring Group, GCM. Denny Larson was, I think, a founding member of that group and came out to teach the, SETC, the South Durban Community Environmental Alliance, and some of the community members on how to use the bucket system for monitoring. And we found that it was a very simple piece of equipment to use. So when there was a flaring incident at one of the refineries, or if there was a peak in the kind of smells in the air that people or residents picked up, we would go to the site and take an air sample. Obviously, one of the things that we needed to do was monitor and log the wind direction, so that we were downstream from the pollution. And so when we got the results back, obviously the results had to be sent off to laboratories in America because we didn't have an arrangement with a South African laboratory. And when we got the results back, it enabled us to then engage with the industry as well as government to try and explain to them that there are actually many more components to the air pollution than just SO2, for example. Benzene was one that we specifically looked for because of its cancer-causing properties, and that was quite strongly linked to the Engen refinery on several occasions. So we would take that through to start with discussions about their emissions for benzene. So the information that we received, such as the high benzene levels, enabled us to engage with industries, and also to inform some of the health studies that were taking place at the time. There was one health study which linked the cancer-causing properties of the air pollution, with the people living in the area. So there was a study that covered the impacts of air pollution on leukemia, for example. So this was definitely used as a tool for the community organization to engage and participate.